the ring. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another special presentation for Elite Esports. We have our middle school Super Smash Brothers team today facing off against Hawaii Tech Academy, all the way out from Hawaii. Of course, the middle school team this year is in a high school league. They're going to be playing against mostly high schoolers in the match today in the league. But they are in a different league than our typical varsity and JV teams, so the competition might be a little bit different. Nonetheless, our middle schoolers are sure to give the Hawaii Tech Academy a run for their money. Representing the Eagles first is going to be King Dad. This is his first crew battles game. He's in 8th grade and a Cloud main. He has been working on that character for multiple weeks, trying to test out his limits, make sure he's not too hasty with those, and exercising good stage control. Let's see what King Dad's going to be able to do against the first player coming out from the side of Hawaii Tech, Axis 14. We are beginning our first game off. It is 9-9. Of course, 9 stocks for both sides. King Dad goes in, but this is the first couple. He dodges away, but the Rob is moving in circles around him, cooking him up with a good mix of neutral airs, some up specials, and even a little side special in there. We'll see if King Dad is going to be able to crack the code against Axis 14's Rob here. Quick little up special. He does not get both effects of it. This time he does manage to find an opening, but again, he uses the limit too early, perhaps a little intimidated by the early lead that Axis 14 has built up here. And a good use of the gyro by Axis to continue to push King Dad off the cliff. He has slices, gets the up special off. Now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm here, but now finds himself in a precarious position against that Rob up smash. We know that many up smashes go through the platform like we just saw right there. And that goes for the up special. Goes for an up air then. Up special has been working for King Dad, but not so far, not much else. Fires off projectile off the cliff, but again uses the limit too early. That time he does time the up special to Axis's recovery. He's able to get a little bit of a hit off there. But he's going to need to land something big, something like a smash attack or an aerial, or even a fairly charged limit if he wants to secure a stock here. And even this up, good confirmed by Axis. The ground into up smash combo is a bread and butter. It's a great way to confirm with Rob. And King Dad just not able to get out of that. That time, King Dad does land the forward smash. He's able to secure one stock. We'll see if he's going to be able to get another, but he is already pretty vulnerable on his last stock, and Axis 14 is going to be looking to close this out. King Dad used the limit again, but just too early before Axis 14 jumps back on to the cliff. Axis is just looking for the opportunity for King Dad to land on one of those platforms and up smash him, and that might be the win con. But King Dad comes back with another smash attack, and all of a sudden, it's even 1-1. Axis 14 seems to be losing a little bit of that rhythm, but that might be it. Now Axis 14 with all the control. He's juggling him around, misses that up air. King Dad with a little bit of breathing room, but that might be it right there. A good down throw into the up smash combo leaves Axis 14 with one stock left. A good fight by both players. Hawaii Tech Academy will be leading the next set by a score of 7-6. Next up for the Eagles will be Gamer Cow 13. We are back with round number 2. It is going to be GamerCow facing off against Axis 14. Of course, Axis 14 is going to need to SD twice. Hold on. So Axis 14 will SD twice, reflecting the 2 stock losses he has. Both players will taunt to signal they're ready. And we are off with round number 2. GamerCow looking to secure the final stock onto Axis 14 and even up the set for the Eagles. He starts off with a couple small tilts, gets a little bit of a forward smash off, tries to go for the grab, but just barely misses, and then Axis 14 reads that as an opportunity to go in with his big laser projectile. GamerCow grabs, tosses him to the left, jumps over him, but jumps right into the forward smash of Axis. Uses the top to continue to zone her away. Like a misinput on the back air, he uses it to get back onto the platform. And GamerCow tried to charge up the projectile, but did not have enough time to really get a big one off. Releases the shield too early. That side special of Rob could be really good, but Axis with a little bit early on the execution of that up smash allows himself to get hit, but now finds himself in a position to continue to use the side special, but he goes a little bit too far, and now it is GamerCow with the stage control. Fires off a projectile, but that needed to come out a little bit earlier. Couple dodges allows Axis to get the opportunity to go in with a side smash. Tries to go for a laser off the cliff. It doesn't hit, but it forces GamerCow to take a dodge, which perfectly allowed Axis to just line up that up smash, securing the first stock in round 2. But he is very vulnerable. GamerCow needs to land one big hit to knock Axis out of the match and force Y Tech to go to their second player. GamerCow gets the stun off, but that's all she's going to get. Axis is now recovered and now starts to rack up some chip damage onto GamerCow here. GamerCow just looking for an opening to possibly grab, pummel. She charges up the projectile, but it gets blocked out by the gyro. Axis using the gyro to great effect. To use the zone, it can be used as a projectile. Lots of utility with that little top that Rob sports. Axis jumping around looking for a back air, and GamerCow running right into the laser. Now Axis is juggling. GamerCow dodges the up air, gets back onto the platform, and Axis again blocking out the projectile with the top. Gets the up air off, but has to wait until GamerCow gets back onto the stage. Fires a couple quick tilts off, and now is in a position to possibly 3-stock GamerCow here, which would be a huge swing in the favor of Hawaii Tech. GamerCow getting zoned out, and a late air dodge prevents her from reaching the end of the stage. So a good performance by Axis 14 pushes the Eagles down to their final 3 stocks while extending the lead for Hawaii Tech by a score of 7-3. Defending the last 3 stocks for the Eagles is going to be Gabester. Gabester, our resident Bowser main, plays a little bit of Falcon and K-Rool. Very familiar with the heavies in this game. Going to try to defend the 3 stocks the Eagles have left and maybe force a comeback. We are back. Gamester going to have to defend the 3 stocks remaining for Elite. We need to work quite the comeback to knock out all 7 stocks for Hawaii Tech here. Of course, Axis 14 again, S-Dean twice. Both players taunting signal they're ready. Gamester goes in and approaches, but gets caught out by the down smash. Going in for an early side smash was Gamester, but that provided Axis the opportunity he needed. Goes for a down air, gets a little bit of chip damage, but nothing much coming out of that. Finds an opportunity with the up special, then the up air. Axis counters with his own down air and up air himself, and Gamester already at 95. Axis 14 just cooking on the Rob today. Gamester goes for the grab and does not get the kill. Axis was a little bit too low in terms of his percentage, but a valuable move just to get some momentum for Gamester here. Goes for a ground up special, and now both players vulnerable for their first stock. Gamester wisely blocks and chucks Axis off the cliff. Gamester tries to block to edge guard with the fire, and just finding an opportunity to capitalize. Gamester punches out a shield, knocking Axis out of the match. A big stock take, but the job is not finished for the Gamester, as he still has 6 stocks to take. We'll be right back. Hawaii Tech up 6-3. We are back and on to the next round. Hawaii Tech has sent out their second player, Kahai Gamer, who is going to be playing some Greninja. Fitting for Greninja to be on Pokemon Stadium 2. Gamester, of course, sticking with the Bowser. Is it main, his bread and butter, and immediately goes for a grab and a body slam. Kahai Gamer trying to fire off some water shurikens to get an opening against the Gamester. And that time he does find one, a little bit of an early smash attack, but he runs right into the hands of Bowser, who flips him on his head and body slams him for another 20% of damage. Gamester comes down on top of Greninja with an up, or a down air, I should say. Barely gets some hits off with that ground up smash. Gamer goes in with a little slide, but then gets tossed into the air off of the spikes of Bowser, and Gamester secures his second KO of the game and takes a 3-2 lead in this one. Gets himself back on top of the stage, but now Kahai Gamer with all the stage control. He's looking to knock Gamester off the cliff. Gamester does get back. He shields, he up specials, and now has some breathing room against this Ninja Frog here. But still hasn't really had much stability on his third stock. He's at 150. Counters again with an up special. And Gamester getting a little bit of chip damage to extend that lead a bit. But still, of course, trying to protect his last stock. These are Elite's last 3 stocks in the match. Gamester needs to do what he can, keep himself alive and his team in the match. Guy Gamer misses the up smash onto the platform, and Gabe goes in with a grab and a body slam. Putting Kai Gamer at 62. He gets behind him, kicks him off the stage, and Gamester on top of him and fires off with another down air. But the substitute, great read by Greninja, knowing that Gabe was going in with the up smash, and uses the substitute to counter that out. Securing one more stock and putting Hawaii Tech 2 stocks away from taking the set in the match. Gamester looks like he's just kind of waiting for Kahai to go in so he can up smash him, but Kahai seems to have figured out that game plan, but was not able to substitute his body out for a plushie that time, as he takes a huge chunk of damage from the down air once again. Lots of value gained from the down air by Gamester in this match. He misses the up special, and Kai responds with his own up special. Now is even in up the second stock here. Gabe grabs him, chucks him off to the side, tries to edge guard with the Bowser fire, but a nice up tilt gives Kai some breathing room as he gets back on top of the stage. Now grabbing, he has the control of the stage. Now it's Gamester who's in the middle, but goes a little bit too far to the left. Both players kind of dodging each other, and Gamester goes in with a grab and another body slam to secure the second KO. But, of course, very vulnerable. Still on his second stock. He's going to need to probably keep that one around, but he gets side smashed, and now Gamester down to her last stock. Eagles down to her last stock. He's going to need to knock out Kahai here if the Eagles are to have any chance of winning this game. Now Kahai chaining some of those up specials together. Gabe grabs, body slams, retakes the lead, but it is a slim one for Gamester. Blocks the charging frog in. Goes for a forward air, but misses. Does hit on a couple of those up smash or up specials. Hits him with the down special. That time the substitute does not grab anything. Last body slam does redline, but the DI, the directional influence coming out from Greninja, allows him just to live for maybe one more engagement here, but that could be enough. That time, Gamester does secure it with a down air again. Gamester with a magnificent use of all of Bowser's ability to secure another 3 stocks for the Eagles, but he is going to have to work nothing short of a miracle to win off this final one. He's going to need to 3 stock the last player on Hawaii Tech. We'll be right back to see if Gamester can complete the comeback for the Eagles, or if Hawaii Tech can stave off the mighty Bowser. We are back with what is surely the final round of today's set. Oh, yeah, we're gonna have to All right, we're good. All right, we're good. You can SD. We are back, and it looks like the correct stage has been set. Gamester will SD twice. Eagles down to her last stock. Rex Law trying to shut the door on Elite. Gamester taunts to make sure he's ready. Nah, just play on. Body slam gets Gamester a little bit closer to the early lead that Rex has been putting up. Couple jabs, gets close to evening it up. Rexall jumps above him, and Gamester takes advantage with an up special, slicing and dicing with the shield of Bowser. Or Shell, I should say. Tries to float away with the balloons, and Gamester with a couple headbutts in quick succession knocks Rexall out. And now taking the lead down to just one stock for Hawaii Tech. Good opening for the Gamester, but he's going to need to make sure that he keeps track of his life total. Just waits for Rexall to go in, and already at 54 damage and a side smash to secure the second stock. Gamester now just one stock away from securing the comeback for the Eagles, but he's going to have to be careful, already at 82%. Another body slam gets Rexall at the 36. Couple jabs from the comically large boxing gloves from the villager, but Gabe just runs in, no fear, waits for the bowling ball to go down and hits him with another body slam. Gamester missed the up special, and now Rexall in a good position to close it out. Just one smash attack away, but maybe not. Bowser can be very tough to kill. He's a heavy character after all. Weight class wise, this is not an even fight between the villager and Bowser, but Bowser at a much higher percentage. Good block by the villager. He does block what it was sure to be the final KO if Gamester landed that. Gamester blocks the bowling ball coming in. He blocks a couple of jabs. He tries to go for a down special, and he gets a shield break. Charges a smash attack all the way, kicks him off to the side of the stage, and Gamester with a 3 stock and a 7 KO day to secure an amazing comeback for the Eagles. An amazing massive performance by the Gamester, coming all the way back, clawing the Eagles back from defeat, and getting a victory for Elite Academic Academy today over Hawaii Tech by a final score of 1-0. Thank you all for tuning in. This has been another amazing match, an amazing live stream. We will return next Tuesday with week 3 of our Splatoon season.